Hi Aquarius, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me for your next 48-hour tarot reading. So I do want to remind you this is general, so of course take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But this is also meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it, but there will be an extended to this reading that you can access with through the first link in the description box. So make sure to check that out on Patreon. But as well, I did channel the message right before recording. Whatever you focus on will shine. Whatever you focus on, Aquarius, will shine. And I really sense that that is meant to be taken and experienced in more than one way, okay? So say you focus on your work in the next 48, that will shine, okay? That will succeed in a lot of ways. Say you decide to focus on certain people, connections, conversations, that will shine. They will even shine due to interacting with you, okay? Even if it's not perfect, right? And I feel like there's potentially a need to recognize that perfection isn't needing to be acquired in either of the situations, occurrences, or accomplishments that do shine due to your focus. Okay, that was beautifully put, but let's pull from the Forest deck to begin, or to continue. It's going to be a magical next 48, and I feel like this is due to your vibe, your glow, your passion, okay, and being well put, okay. Well, I feel like you're in the right place at the right time, but I just feel like you're also well spoken and just putting things in a very magical light. All right, what you throw out into the universe, right, work-wise, social media-wise, you name it, even intentions and manifestations that you desire to see come to be, it just feels like all of which has a very magical vibe to it. All right, you'll be glowing like the moon is what I'm getting, but then there are moments where you more so shine like this, like the sun. Okay, but you're a star all the meanwhile. Just to connect all three of them, but I really do feel as if there's a focus on the built up, pent up emotions within you to a certain extent, even if you are thriving and doing well, as I'm drawn to this wolf here. Okay, the spiritual meaning of a wolf is coming into play, but I really do feel like you need to get a bit of a release. But you may feel as if whatever work you produce or develop, whatever you, again, throw out into the universe, feels a bit relieving. It feels a bit healing, okay? It's like some of you, kind of like I do have Aquarius in my chart, so I get this. I can relate where your work or what you wrap oneself up with hobby-wise feels healing to an extent. It feels rewarding. It feels fulfilling, and potentially will help people. But all the meanwhile, it does drain you to a certain extent. So then you have to kind of heal in a different way. So it's about finding that balance and learning from all that you've been through to heal in different ways. Okay, to just make sure you're feeling fresh moving into the following day or just into the following situation, okay, moment, however you want to view it, or it works out for you. But there is certain levels of chaos underneath it all. This could be due to certain energies you're living with, working with, in the neighborhood, the city you live in, you name it, or county. I just feel like somebody, if not multiple people, just need to breathe, okay, and or just speak in a lower voice. It's like there's no need to shout. But then there are times, because that makes you sort of want to shout yourself. And I feel like you're a very composed sign, okay? But I also just feel like you're going to need to utilize music to your best advantage. There's going to be a focus on the fact that when you feel inclined to watch something that's purposeful, but when you also feel inclined or pushed by spirit to step away from what you're watching or wrapped up with, and then you're, say, now choosing to listen to music or to shuffle your songs, same thing, or a specific playlist, or even it could be something else, right? Where say you're working and you feel very inclined to just step away and watch something on your phone or just on your laptop or whatever the case may be. This is purposeful, okay? There's a reason why you're being drawn to that specific content or situation in general, okay? It could even go for feeling the need to just associate oneself, have a conversation with somebody specific. Again, the right time, the right place, right situation, right content, trust that, okay? And if something doesn't feel right to you, step away. I don't care what it is, okay? Step away. as it was just locked in on the word magic. Okay. There's just a magical way about how you put yourself in other people's shoes, how you get people. But you may sort of be over reflecting at certain points, even if that's not 100% visible to those you're wrapped up with or surrounded by at this time. Okay. It's like, okay, yeah, you may not have put that perfectly, or you may have overstepped the boundaries, or you may have done something that you regret, I want to say. It's the past. Let's learn from it and let's move right along, because I really do feel as if you have a lot of positive things to be focusing on at this time. So the past is the past. Let's focus on your bright future, if not your beautiful present day situation at the very least. Okay. Yeah, the chaos card coming out again. Okay. It just feels like it's part of your next 48, whether you want it to be or not. And it's just this feeling that okay, the weather might feel a bit chaotic at a certain point, but I just feel as if you need to recognize that you are the magic in the midst of this chaos. Okay. So it just feels like you need to be the vibe that sort of either saves it all or just improves the energy in a situation. There's only so much you can do, but if need be, step away from whatever situation that is if you can. Okay. And now hearing you can't change people. You can't change people. They can only change themselves. And I feel like for whoever this is, it's not going to happen. At least not anytime soon. So don't save your breath, basically. Okay, don't burn oneself out. But there's also a focus on generosity. And I really do feel like you're being generous with your time, with your energy, but don't overextend oneself. Don't overexude oneself. Make sure you're being strategic. You're being balanced all the meanwhile. Good start, even though it was like 7 minutes for 3 cards. But let's pull, we'll do a tea leaf card in a second. Let's pull some tarot from the Mystic Mondays. Let's do some shuffling. We have the Princess of Cups and the Two of Wands. So there's a focus on your path. There's a focus on things aligning for you, falling into place. A very Four of Wands vibe is what I'm getting. But things sort of feeling incomplete to an extent. It's like you're succeeding in so many ways in the next 48 and you're improving, I feel the need to say, but what are you lacking? And that's going to be on your mind, or you're just sort of moving towards it or putting an effort at certain points to acquire it, but it just almost feels like a dead end, or you almost feel like you're going in circles, right? Whether you're looking for love, you're looking for a new job, a new place to live, you name it. Could be something completely different, but also just feels like you're sort of wanting to be taken care of, or wanting to take care of somebody else, or just simply wanting the universe to have your back in that sense. It does, right? Spirit does, your guides do. And it's just this feeling where you may even make yourself a little bit nervous at a certain point, desiring this so much. But don't create a blockage for oneself. There's a forewarning taking place. Don't create a blockage for oneself by doubting it in any way, shape, or form. Okay, just because it's taking a little bit longer than you thought it should or wanted it to. Just as much as you're in the right place at the right time, and wrapped up with what you're meant to, when you're meant to in the next 48, this is coming in when it's meant to. Okay, but also don't settle for what feels temporary or just below your standards at this point along your path. Okay, I'm hearing you deserve better, and we have that prepared for you. Okay. If it's a person you're looking to attract at this time, to kind of meet halfway even, I'm just now hearing they weren't ready. Okay, they weren't ready. If you were to rewind back, and I feel like soon enough they'll be ready. Okay, you have to understand that they have a lot going on in their situation. This will be your other half, and obviously, if it's a situation, an investment, or a new opportunity, that will just be taking place again when it's meant to, at the right time for you and whoever else is involved. But it feels like underneath it all, you are manifesting a ton, okay? The birth of more than one new situation. And I feel like what you gave birth to recently, or it just sort of sparked a new, fresh level of passion within it, that is so damn successful, okay? People are just attracted to whatever that is. I feel like for some, it's an online platform. For others, it's a different type of creative project. Could be a business idea, you name it. But I do sense that in the midst of not leaving something behind, at least not yet. You're being viewed as a diamond in the rough, or just a diamond in the making, okay, a star. And I really do sense that you have a lot of options in regards to what you're trying to acquire at this time. And there's just a bit of a magical highlighting taking place in regards to what option or options are more accurate for you at this time. It's this feeling that you need to remember while you're manifesting so efficiently at this time, it gives you a lot of options. So therefore you need to tap into that innate ability to decipher, to utilize your experience, your knowledge to your advantage, to say, I know in my gut, I just feel it in my bones, and I've experienced in the past something similar, so therefore I know this is not meant for me, and this is not meant for me, and I know this has the potential, so I'm going to just go with that, okay? And it just feels like even recently you started to sort of re-tap into that ability to do exactly what I was just saying, and so that's going to be put to the test even more so in the next 48, okay? Allow for oneself to recognize that you deserve more than you've dealt with up until this point, even though there have been some positives. And so there's a need to just trust your intuition, your instincts in the next 48 to the fullest extent. But there's a potential that you will be doing something risky or considering it, okay? It feels like other people are viewing you in that sort of taking a risk sort of light. But it just, I feel like you have a lot going on in your mind, heart, soul that you're contemplating, thinking over, mulling over. But it just feels like there's certain options, opportunities, or one specific one that's timed that you need to sort of jump on quicker, sooner rather than later. But there's going to be a reminder that something you're looking to purchase or acquire, or manifest, again, it could be a specific somebody, does not need to be decided right off the bat in this next 48 even. You do have the ability to, or just the option to take your time, okay? To choose wisely. A change is coming, okay? The Caterpillar card. I feel like you're being reminded that there are positives in your next 48 in your current day situation, but things will change up moving forward. So one, enjoy where you're at, okay? Try to stay in the present moment to an extent, but also there's some very positive, beautiful changes on the horizon that will transform your situation, your life for the better. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to check out the first link in the description box for your extended reading. I am sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.